Okay, is this better? Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Talking through the mic, not into the mic. We're sending data to Twitch apparently. We're supposed to be sending it to YouTube, but we'll see. Okay, there, now it's working. I don't understand. Okay, so let's post that tweet that we had drafted. Of course it's gone. Working on the final touches for released alpha version. Come say hello and put wave again. And that doesn't work, it never does. And then we put the link, and this time I want to link to YouTube. The link, and this time I want to link to YouTube. Twitch is the right spot to link to, though. Well, ideally I want the subscribers on YouTube, so watch here. Okay, that should be better. Yeah, there's my draft tweet. Whatever. Okay, cool. So these should be all good. I should be able to close this. And should be able to close this. I think. Okay. And let's check the mixer. Everything should be good, loud enough. See how that goes. All right, welcome to the stream. Viewing on Periscope, how's it going? We're working on release today, so when pulling previous releases, branch and version increment are overwritten, so I need to write a test for that. Pull releases test. Okay, so I need to write a test that proves that it's breaking first. So hit overhit does not overwrite. Or I'll say it only pulls certain fields, maybe? Only have the release notes, okay. Yeah, okay. So it only, oh, I should make this smaller so I can see the chat. Let's get out of Zen mode, move it over. Welcome everyone to the stream. How's your day going? Just getting everything set up here. Okay, so it only updates release notes. Only updates the release notes field. Oh, Zen mode automatically goes full screen. I don't like that. I'm gonna leave that off for now. Okay, so it only updates the release notes field. So what are we gonna pull here? We need to pull that. We need to mock this to return the existing release. So oh, don't cancel that. So we need to make a release first. So given we have a release, and the data in there will just be attached to the repository. So we have an existing release. The version we'll make as 1.0.0. The branch will be master, and the version increment will be major. So we've gone from pre 1.0 to 1.0. Now, oh, we also need to mock. We need to mock the Git client too. I think I've done that in a different test. Publish. Yeah, here we go. So I'll mock that first. So given we have the GitLab provider, we want to, anytime we call, what is it? Anytime we call pull releases with the repository, we don't really care what we call it with, really. We just want to we'll return an array. So we're pulling existing releases, so that'll look like Git provider interface. Just a collection. Do I have to standardize it though? Oh, I should have made that class for that. We'll have to do that after, I think. Oh, here it is. Okay. So it's a collection of releases. So, new. Actually, no, I could just do release. And it'll be this type of release. Like GitLab release. Yeah. From GitLab. Is this the right type? No. I want app. Where does it live? App, Git providers, release as release object. Okay, so we'll make a new release object from GitLab data, and that GitLab data will look like this. Tag name, commit ID, yada, yada, yada. So tag name will be 1.0 to match what we currently have. Commit will be another object that has short ID. And then description. These are the updated release notes. And then from here, yo, what's up, Sergio? How's it going, man? Good to see you in the stream. Created at. That can just be some generic date. This needs to have a time. Is my audio okay? I've been screwing with my mic today. Trying to get the levels good. Okay, so we've faked our events. We mock this. We create an existing release. We dispatch. We don't care about this. We want to ensure. What does it currently do here? Branch gets reset to NA. Version increment gets sent to NA. So we want to make sure branch stays as master. And version increment as major. So we had before. Major. Fix that. And then the release notes are the updated release notes. And welcome viewers. I don't know if there's actually 5 people in here, but if there is, hello. What? Okay, so release notes are updated. Release date would be updated, but I'm not too concerned. The commit hash is updated, so that becomes... Actually, commit hash should not get updated. So up here, we'll do commit hash as original. And we'll expect that it still stays as original. It doesn't get updated. Original. All right, so we have the release repository. It stays as published. Master for the branch, version stays. All that stays. This should be the only thing that updates. And I think right now, if we run this, it should fail because we have the bug. vunit. Oh, I need to import GitLab provider. Try again. Okay, so that failed because I couldn't find what we were looking for because this stuff got overwritten. So that's good. So now, what do we want to do? We've pulled some releases from GitLab. and we want to find if they already exist. So we'll do where. Oh, there's a, I think it's Laravel find or create or new or create or something like that. New or create or update or new. Maybe there's no easy way to do this then. I thought there was a, oh, here it is. First or new. Okay, so first or new, so we'll find the release based on this. So for this repository for that version, and then is there like an is new method? DD release is new. Laravel check if model is new. Exists. Okay, exists will be true. So if exists is false, yeah, exists on the release. So if that doesn't exist, then we have to set a bunch of defaults here. Basically all this stuff. Release, I don't know if you can call update if you haven't saved it yet. Like what happens if this is new? Mass assignment. Fill, that's what I'm looking for. Fill all this junk into there. So now if this doesn't exist in our service, we'll default to NA published, whatever else comes back here, and the current user. Otherwise, if it does exist, no, I should reverse these. The release should be filled with only, I guess we could just do it like this. Fill the release notes all the time, and then if it doesn't exist, fill in the defaults as well. And then save it. Hopefully that works. Release, save. And then fire our event is up as intended, and that should be good. Welcome to the 7 viewers. I don't know where you guys are watching from. Let's check this out, all from Twitch. If you're actually in the chat, you know, say hello. What I do want to do is open up this dashboard to see if I can see your users in here. See who's creeping. I don't know if you knew this, but in Twitch you can come in here and go to the chat and then click this button. So we got these guys creeping in. It's the same ones as last time. Like Teed, Libranos, Commander Root, Banananen. These are like, I think they're, I don't know if you guys are bots or what's going on, but you're in here before too. I'm gonna leave this open to the side. Okay, let's run this test and see if that fixed it. No, okay, not a bot, that's good. Welcome back. Appreciate you checking out the stream. I swear to God though, it was like the same, it's probably small on the screen, but same list of users last time. I know this guy and this guy for sure. Teed, I think, or Tied. Libra, I'm pretty sure I saw you before. Maybe you talked before in chat. What did we do wrong? So we still found the bad data. Let's see if what this returns. False. So why is it false if it is in there? Oh, wait. Tag name is the name. We put in tag name, right? Oh, we mocked it, but we didn't actually put it into the container. So say this app bind git, is it just GitLab provider? And when we bind that, we'll bind it to the mock. Oh, my typing is so bad on stream. Return mock. Does that work better? Pull releases must be an instance of collection. That is fair. I'll return a collection here. What's wrong with this? Expected array. Oh, put it too low. My bad, my bad. Put it up there. Okay, there we go. False, it still doesn't exist. 1.0 matches 1.0. So when we pull the release, see what our release data is here. 1.0. And what's our repository ID? One. 1.0. That's good. So 1 and 1.0 here. DD this repository ID. Confirm it's still 1. It's the right release. I don't know why it doesn't find it. Oh, I didn't create it. That's why. Not sure what I'm thinking. Okay, let's try this again. Get in here, delete this DD, delete that DD. Okay, we're closer, much closer. So most of the stuff stayed the same. What can't it find? Publish, it put it back to draft. That's probably my fault though. I should just make sure it's set as published here. Actually, that should be I don't think I should update ones that are drafts either. They should just stay. Okay, that's fine. So I'll do one more test then that says it doesn't update, it only updates published. It only updates existing published releases. So we'll do the same thing, we fake everything. This time though we have a draft release. When we pull it, it'll go in as published both NA, because we didn't find it. So NA, NA, and the commit status would be fake, or the commit hash. I think that's it, everything else should be the same. Nope, okay. So it found draft. Oh, I need to actually fix the query too. Status published. Only look for published releases. Okay. close. 1 probably won't be 1 though in our assertion, because we'll be creating a new release, so we won't know the ID. Okay, and now let's see. Correct repository, it should be published. Branch should be NA with spaces though, because why not? And the version should be whatever is passed. Where's that set? Oh, it's not set. Should I also set the repository ID? Although it's somehow new. It must be doing it for me then. I don't need to set this. These are the updated release notes. Fake commit hash, good. Okay. Good. Okay, so we'll run them all again. And that should be good. Okay. So we can say fix, because technically it's a bug fix. Fix polling, fix overwriting of releases when pulling from Git provider. And that'll be that. Now the next time we release, we should be good to go. So we'll dog food it right now, actually. Show off how it works. Make it bigger for you guys to see. That'll get closed. So we have our released app here. We'll add a release. Oh, actually I shouldn't do it yet. I need it to build first. So I can prepare it, I guess. So you can see that it automatically determined our version number is 0.3.1 because we're doing a patch update. And in that patch update, it determined that the only commit in there was a fix commit saying fix overwriting of releases when pulling from Git provider. Then what will happen next is once I publish it, it'll create that release in GitLab for me, publish the release notes and everything, and then trigger a webhook to deploy it. However, I just need to make sure that it's built first, because my webhook only does the deployment, it doesn't do the building. So we'll wait on that to build, and in the meantime we can go back and work on the next ticket, which is a listing of teams. I think this should be a relatively straightforward one. Yeah. Okay, so what happens right now? Listing teams to add to release. Okay, so if I open up remote auth and make a new team, fake stream or fake team on stream. So I'll make a new team. By default, I'm the application administrator and the team administrator, sorry, for both of those. So I should be able to refresh. I can see it here. The bug though is listing teams to add to release should only show where the user has create application members permission. That's a scope though. I don't know why I said permission there. So I'm not actually sure what I was talking about here. Maybe I meant team administrator? Or probably application administrator. So if I take away my role here, and I won't be able to refresh the list anymore. I should have wrote more detail. What was I thinking? Listing teams to add to release should only show teams where the user has create application members. Permission. but create application members is a scope. It's gotta mean this. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a hacky thing here and open up our console, inspect our requests, find our teams. So these are the teams I'm a member of. If I just refresh this and then check my endpoint for teams, get teams for user. So go teams equals this, return the teams, but in the middle, I want to, I need to check the memberships actually. I need to find the permissions for each of those teams. There's no simple way to do this. I think I'll leave this one for now until I can find out exactly what I meant. The only thing I could think of is right here. When I go to create team, these are gonna fail because I don't have the correct permission. So if I open up another window here and open up remote auth, and do application member controller. So in order to make an application member, the team has to be a member of the application, which is what we're making. The user must belong to the team. They must have the manage application permission. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So ideally, I should go to do this and it should fail. And I need to update this. But this just returns a list of teams. And I don't have the permissions for each team member. I wonder, maybe that's okay, but maybe then instead what we could do is in create team. Because what is, are these just gonna throw or what's gonna go on here? Yeah. So if we try catch this whole sucker, I think right now it's just like a generic exception. I don't know, I was too zoomed in, I can't see. Kind of it, was it just slash exception? So if we put this whole thing in here, the other thing I want to do though is I need to roll it back. Okay, so if I'm creating a new team member application here, so this is gonna be between a team and a application here. What do we need? You have to have managed team. So in order to subscribe a team, oh, I think that's a bug. It should be manage application. But I'm gonna leave it for now. So you have to have the manage team app permission. So what I'm gonna do is on my team, I'm going to invite my super admin user. In case I lock myself out. Then we can remove my own roles. So I have no roles now for this team. So I have permission to do nothing. So I can't even edit the name. And then, I mean, at that point, what'll happen now is I'll go here, I'll try to make the connection, it'll fail, and I need to handle it here. And I could just, abort with like a validation error for now, just say whatever the message is. Just as a temporary way to handle that. I think it won't even show up in the UI. And we'll return directly here and try to add. So it failed, undefined index, team 51. Not how I thought it would fail. So this worked, it looks like. Don't know how. Check the database. And then it was complaining about this. That's because this probably threw an error. Or it was supposed to throw an error, maybe it didn't. Post, request. I think it should have, like. Oh no. Oh yeah, I should have thrown right there. So in our remote auth members, we have the latest one. Oh, so it did work. Oh no, this is from 8 minutes ago. Let's DD what team membership comes back as. Try that again. This action is unauthorized. Okay. So it's not throwing an error here. This action is unauthorized. Why would it not throw? Because of that. Okay. Well. I think I want to change the library in the future anyways to just throw or be configured to throw. But really what I want is if team membership error, else false, abort 422. I guess I could just put whatever the message was. Yeah. Team membership message. It's a bit dirty, but that's okay. Try again. And I gotta take another try catch now. Okay, one more time. Here, good. Actions unauthorized is still throwing. Wait, what? We should be reaching this line. We are. And we're boarding. I guess that's just what it looks like in development. Oh, okay, I see. So this is actually the problem here. Yeah, too big. Okay, so the message, it needs to be decoded and all that stuff. So for now, I'll just say manual message. You do not have the correct permission. And in brackets, I'll put manage team. To make that request. I don't know. You do not have the correct permission to make that request. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So we got an error there. And then what we can do on the front end, if we just run our JavaScript for add team. Oh, so it's already like setting the errors. We're just not doing anything with them. Oh, it's supposed to. Submit form if response data error does not exist. Okay. I think we had to do it manually before. Let's go back here, PHP, message. Basically, I want that. There was somewhere I had to like manually recreate the validation. There we go. So in create team controller here, this, and this, and this, and that. So now we'll throw a validation exception, the Laravel standard one, and that'll come back with errors. And then in here, response data dot error, we should have a bunch of examples. Oh, the form's doing it for us. Oh yeah, there's an on error, I think. Set errors. Oh, okay. So we just need to use the form. So we don't use the form class right now. Okay. So form. Import that after. Don't care about that stuff. We can actually use the form items and everything here too. And then form takes. Why can't I import it? Form from, where are we right now? Form. So save, on save, and on error, and validate. On save, on error, and validate. How do we use this in other places? We just pass in functions, right? Yeah, function. Validate returns this structure. We just need a team. That's it. And then we'll need another function for save. Oh, PHP. Which basically just does this. I don't think we care about the response because at the end we're just going to call fetch teams anyways. So function on save. This will be an async function. And we'll do form. Oh, do we have to manage that ourselves? Yeah. And then, yeah, okay, that's fine. So we'll just do, I mean, it's really just this. There's no point to do a whole form thing. It's just a selected team. So we get rid of that. Get rid of this. On save, we don't need this anymore. Good, and then on error. Actually, errors will be taken care of for us. Don't need on error. Should be it. So we have save, on save, and validate. And it's complaining about something here. What did I do wrong? Unexpected token, comma? Or you expected a comma on 118. Why would you expect a comma here? You don't expect a comma, you expect a parentheses. Okay. I need to post in Maker's Kitchen. Give me 1 second. Apologies. What is my Twitch? Boom. Boom. Where are we going here? Live kitchen. Live again. Working on released. Cool. All right, who we got tuned in right now? Oh, Positivity Bot. Huijin. Libra, you're still there? Cool. Link to the project if anyone's interested. All right, there we go. Our form is working properly. And I need to, I think on the other pages I've reversed the buttons, yeah. So I think we did that with Flex. Oh yeah, the panel footer, that's right. Is this a panel? Yep, okay. Panel footer. So that should fix it for us. I don't need this anymore. Okay, and then, yeah, that's good enough. At least it checks there. And then what I'll do is for these ones, create team controller. Same thing. If you sign up to a, yeah, it'll be the same thing. So if you have user team application member, it's a big one. So if you try to assign yourself to the new application and it fails, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that should not fail. Okay, so that should be better. I didn't fix it completely, but it should be better than before. Why is there an extra HR there? Let's get rid of that. Select the team, add it, got the error, good. Now at least you know why you can't add the team. Better than before. Okay, let's commit this, do another fix. See what Josh says. Okay, so we'll say show validation error when attempting to create team or add team. Okay. Push that up. So we'll do the same thing as before. The problem here is if I publish this, it'll include that current commit because I just pushed. So what I'll end up doing is deleting this one. Keep that open. And then it should be building again in GitLab. Oh, not there. Here. Okay, so that's building again. We'll go draft another release. It should still be 0.3.1 once it finishes figuring it out. And then we should have 2 commits. Good. And then when this one finishes, we'll dog food it and update it, and then we'll be good to go. One thing I do want to add as another ticket is to add the version. Add the version of released into the page somewhere. Don't really care where. Probably in the header, so it can go like beside this. Because I don't really have a footer, so it's fine. Okay, so this one's done. We'll do this one right now. So from our controller, dashboard controller. I think I have it as a config option. Nope. Version. I have it somewhere. Oh, maybe that's in remote auth actually. Let's see. App config version. Yeah, here we go. So I just want to copy this. It's the exact same idea. Throw the version into here at the top underneath the name. So now what this will do is pull from the current directory, go up a level, which is basically to the root, and then pull the version file. So I'll make a version file here. And then in here, we'll just start with like 0.3.2, because that'll be the first version this gets deployed on. Welcome to the new viewers. Hello. How's it going? Everyone's from Twitch. Nobody watches on YouTube. I guess that's not too surprising for live streaming, but okay. So versions there, that gets set as version under app. So now from this controller, we can do version is config app version. And then on the front end in the header, I could just put the whole thing, but I'll just do for now window.remote auth or release. What did I call it? Release settings? Release settings. Version. Then if that worked, we would see a version here. And if it worked, we'd see window.release release settings. Oh, it's not gonna be under settings, that's why. I'll just put it under settings for now. It's kind of a setting. Settings not really a good word for that. There we go. So it worked in the top. 0.3.2. Okay. So now if we go back to our pipelines. Oh, it's still running. Just finished. So it's doing tests right now. They don't take too long. What we'll do is add, this is a feature, so we'll do add version file and show version in header. So I'm going to commit that but not push it. And I just want to wait on this pipeline to finish. I really want to know who all these people are. Like, do they just hang out in everyone's chat? Oh, this guy's following me, so that's good. What up, man? They gotta just be bots, like. Just don't understand why. Okay, so that passed. So now what we can do is we can deploy, publish this release. So it's published, and then that'll kick off a job. What was the first thing we fixed here? Oh, so that's gonna be hard to show. Well, that's okay. Well, what I'll do is push. We'll make another release. And then this one should be 4.0. .4.0, add the version file, show the version in the header. Again, we have to wait on both of these to build now, which is okay. Get back to that later. In the meantime, we'll go pick up another ticket. What do we got going on here? Ooh, add the ability to customize. Come on, it's so laggy. Add the ability to customize major, minor patch headings in the release notes. Okay, I can do that. So, here, view, oh, that's fine. Settings. So we basically want to have these repeated. And then we're going to insert them into release notes, except they're going to be, is this, I need this at the top too, and that needs to become a current feature. Yeah, so instead of saying like fixes, it'll say whatever I type in this text box. So we'll go, wait, someone on Slack, who's this? Oh, says I deployed code, right. Okay, so in edit repository, we want to take the patch indicator all the way up through the major indicator, copy those down. Now, do you think it should go the 3 indicators and then the, yeah, I think so. Then the 3 headings. So we'll call it major version heading. The text used to identify, or the heading text maybe? The heading text used to identify the list of major changes in a release. Does that make sense? And then it'll be the same thing, but for minor. The heading text used to identify the list of minor changes in a release. I think that makes sense. List the list of patch changes in a release, and that'll be patch version heading. And then this just all changes to be heading. It's a pretty easy change, I think. Heading. And heading here. And then we'll probably update our form. Welcome to the new viewers. Please make sure you follow the stream. And follow me on Twitter and YouTube. Subscribe. I don't even know if you're watching though, so if you're not watching, don't worry about it. Repository. Okay, so we have these 3. Now we have 3 more. Heading. 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 Cool. That would be it. We need to make a migration, and we'll need to default them. So we'll do art make migration, add heading columns to repositories table. Open that up. Repository is good. We'll do table, string, major version heading, default. What do we default it to? Major? Where's one that it's like legit? Nope. I'll just check the release notes. Generate release notes. What do we call this? breaking changes is what we defaulted to. Same thing for minor, same thing for patch. Rinse and repeat. This is features and this is fixes. And then we'll come down here and drop them all on reverse without defaults. Okay, so we got our migration going. I'll migrate to make sure that worked. Good, and then in our release notes, we just update this to use our setting. Major version heading. Good. Fall back to minor here, and fall back to patch down here. And that's really it. We'll add tests to make sure it works, but pretty simple. Okay, what I wanted to do though first is this should be finished building, hopefully. Excuse me. Yeah, so we're finished here. So let's dog food this again. So we have our 4.0, and in this change we have the version file, and we'll show the version up here in the header. So we'll publish. That'll publish it. So we've made a tag. This is the commit of the tag. We've triggered a deployment. So in a couple seconds, I think it's like 30 seconds it'll take to deploy. I'll get a notification in Slack as well. We can refresh the page and we should see 0.4.0 up in the header. Okay. So without being too dramatic, I'm just waiting on that to deploy. Okay, it says it's deployed. We refresh. Oh, we're behind. Now, this is the bug. This is an intentional bug. We added it, but a feature of release which we need to do is add the option. Where is it here? Not auto publishing. No. Oh, maybe I don't have it created yet. Nope. Okay. So we want to add option to update a file, update the version in a specified file. So what that means is, and we'll have defaults for like if you're a npm package and stuff. When publishing, when publishing a release, have the option to commit a version, a change to the file designated as the version file. We'll put have defaults for specific project structures, such as npm package, etc. And if non-standard package structure, project structure, specify how to update version file. So like for me, it'll be easy because I'll just update the version here. But if you're like an npm package, you need to update the version key inside package.json. But technically that worked. It's just a little bit of a bug right now. And it should be easy to fix. I think what we'll do too is, actually what I'll do is I'll do it in 2 chunks. The second chunk will be update inside a file instead of just replace. Add ability to update version in JSON structure. So that's a feature. It's going to be a future feature though. And the contents are like this. Cool. Okay. So now we just need some tests for these headings. So generate release notes test. Generates release notes, blah, 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 blah. So we want basically the same as this. We just want specific ones for the headings. It generates release notes with custom headings. So we have a release. Do we have a repository up here? Yep. So we'll update this. Update. Say the major version heading is major updates. And then we'll do the same thing about minor and patch. And patch. And then when we go to generate release notes, how does it know? Oh, it's because our mock has defaults. Okay. When we go to generate release notes, we'll do major updates here. Minor updates here. Patch updates here. And that's really it. Okay, failed. I wonder if when we save our repository, do we pass everything in? Yep. And we have it as fillable. And that doesn't even get touched actually, now that I think about it. Did this not work? DD the repository. Major version heading. Generate release notes. Come in here. Major version heading. Oh, this release isn't even tied to that repository. Is this even used anywhere else? Nope. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Let's move this here, delete that. Where did ours go? Here. And we'll move this down. And say the release repository and then update. There we go. Okay. Welcome to anyone in the stream. Please say hello in chat if you're available and watching the stream. How's everyone's day going? Okay, so that fixed that. I do want to make sure that the front end updates it should without any issue. We may have to run our JS again here. Take a little drink. Oh, and now we need to update our repository resource to include our 3 new fields. Heading. Minor and patch. And we'll line them up. I'll put this at the bottom. It's the worst one. Okay. Refresh. Good, we got default breaking changes. So I'll call this major improvements. Or breaking updates, I don't know. Major features. New features and bug fixes. There we go. Save that, refresh, double check, good. Cool. So that should be that one. I want to make sure all our tests are still running properly with that change to the resource. Okay. Updates. So this is a new feature. Add ability to customize the release notes headings for each That's good enough. Oh, actually, I do want to change the version. I know this will become version 5.0 to like get that other feature in there. Refresh, good. Okay. All right, so we'll dog food this one again. And again, we'll have to wait until the build runs. But it should run without problem. So we should add a release. Determine 5.0 for us, or 0.5.0. Good, it's got our features. Add ability to customize the release note settings. Easy. And then let's wait for that to build and then we can deploy. And then next up would be, so that's this one done. This is gonna be a future one. And this is basically the same thing. Add the option to prefix, suffix a chunk of text. So if I want to say like here, in between, like if I want to put something here and say, thanks for using release, blah, 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 blah. And then at the end, we get a line break, maybe, and say, if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out. Sounds like I'm writing an email. Hesitate to reach out to our team at help@release.xyz, whatever it is. And that'll be a link. So now, if I want to have this chunk of text before and after every release notes that are generated, that's what we want to be able to do. And what I'll do is put this here, make that a line break. And wish I could put a bigger gap. I think it'll just get erased though. Yeah. I could do like release notes. Or something like that. And then that way you wouldn't have to type that every single time. So that's what I'm going to work on next. Not right now though. So what I want to do is dog food this one. That's building. Should be done pretty soon. Who else do we got in the stream now? Let's see. Ricardo, hello. Libra, you're still there? What's up, man? And then we got 2 anonymous. How's everyone's day? How's it going? Okay. Still going. Should be done pretty quick. Oh, there's a bug. Let's fix that. Get providers. Get providers. So our GitHub is not formatted. Fix, I will say format, dates, when listing, GitHub providers. Oh, and then we need to rebuild. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed that. That'll get fixed with the next one accidentally. But what we can do is come in here and just say Actually, will it get pushed? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't push it. Okay, good. This is still running. What is this doing? It takes forever to run these suckers, eh? 5 minutes. Jeez. So we're just waiting on this to build, and then I think that'll be it. Call it a day. Okay, there, it's built. So now what we can do is come back, we can publish it. That published, and then we just wait for the deployment. So now we just chill out, go into Slack, wait for it to deploy. Then when we refresh, we'll be good to go. We'll have 5.0 and we'll have, oh, what is this? Trending emojis. 5 chatters. Nope, currently. Here. Who says here? Okay, it's deployed. We refresh 0.5.0. Good, and now if we go into our settings, like this, we have our options. I'll probably break these out in the future. Maybe I'll just make that as a ticket right now. Break repository settings page into sections. Feature, that's a relatively small one. All right, I'm gonna call it on stream there. Libra, thanks for checking in, hanging out. Ricardo, thanks for coming by. See you guys later.